Everybody loves wood doors, right? Wrong. People don't love wood doors because they think about maintenance, they think about checking, they think about cracking, they think about rot, they think about all these different things when it comes to wood doors that make them say, let's go to fiberglass, let's go to an aluminum door, something different. But everybody loves this look because it's gorgeous, it's timeless. Now I have 3 options that are gonna debunk all those wood door issues that someone thinks of, that someone's concerned about, and we're gonna show you just ahead. We just were in front of a Glenview door, which is this guy right here. Glenview doors are gonna be first on our list of the 3 that debunk your typical wood door issues. Now, Glenview doors are a fantastic company that we're a direct partner with, and what really makes a Glenview door special is the fact, 1, that it's 2 3/4 inches wide. So the idea of warping or anything like that with Glenview doors, it's not really a problem. It's a full inch thicker than your typical entry door. Now, the other benefit to a Glenview door is that they use LVL stiles and rails. Now, what does LVL mean? LVL stands for laminated veneered lumber. Now, that laminated veneered lumber, you might hear of paralams or microlams, what they use to hold large expanses of a home for wide open living. Now, with that is an extremely strong material. Having said that, it's a very stable material. It does not contract and expand like a typical butcher block core entry door would, which can potentially warp, crack, tweak. You know, there's issues with that. But at that 2 3/4 inch thickness, with that beautiful LVL stile and rail system, the stiles go up and down, the rails go left to right, that really eliminates that ability for that door to kind of warp with the weather or require additional adjustments because it's just strong and gorgeous. They custom manufacture these doors in Poland and ship them over, and they do such a beautiful job on it, on considering not just the beauty of a door, but the strength and rigidity of a door. They do a 3/16 veneer in either oak or mahogany on the outside, and the sticking, that's this part right here that holds the panel in place. They CNC route the sticking directly into the stiles and rails. Most door companies, it will be on one side it's fixed, on the other side they tack it in place to hold this panel in place. They actually build the door and attach everything around the panel. The panel is not designed to move. It is not a floating panel. It's fixed and in place, eliminating the issue of water infiltration getting in those panels. Also eliminating the typical maintenance that would come in play with contraction and an expansion on a wood product, which would give you a seam at times on the panel as the panel contracts and expands and the stiles and rails contract and expand, kind of breaking the paint or showing different levels of stain or gaps in the stain. They have this polystyrene core that adds to the energy performance. In addition to that, on the panels, they do layers of aluminum and wood veneer to keep the moisture out, and they do this K2 finish on their product, giving it a 5-year warranty with an overhang required, but they boast a 5-year warranty. On the Ocean, a 2-year warranty. For a custom manufacturer, pretty darn good. Most custom wood manufacturers are only doing a 1-year warranty. So with that being said, this is a fantastic option for someone that really wants something out of the box, over the top, at a pretty good price point. Glenview is an awesome option, and it's gonna have a limited maintenance, it's gonna have superior strength and high quality as far as the panels go and the finish that's on this door. Glenview is an awesome option. That's number 1. They have a maintenance kit on there as well. Their maintenance kit that goes on there, you're supposed to add it about every year or so. And if you think about it like a high grade, high performance pledge that has UV protectors in it, it's gonna protect that stain for years to come. Awesome option, great product to consider if you really want to balance budget, quality, and just overall value with strength and rigidity. So that's Glenview. That's option 1, 5-year warranty with an overhang. Next up, really great brand, really high quality product. They've been around for years and they typically are thought of as a traditional home door. They've done some modern touches and some really cool things combined with this new series door. This is the Simpson Nantucket. Now, the Nantucket series door has stiles and rails and panels that are glued against one another as far as the grains go. It's not a typical butcher block technology, and you can see right here, we have two different species on there, that they are sandwiched together, and that adds to the rigidity of the door. In addition to that, you can see there's these face pins, they're called, combined with this mortise and tenon construction, and you can see the joinery that's included on this door. And these doors offer a 10-year warranty, no overhang required. Now, does the door need to be painted or stained? Yes, it needs to be painted or stained, but all doors are going to require some level of maintenance when you consider an entry door that's wood or fiberglass. It's still just painted, it's still just stained. It's still going to require some sort of finishing over time and some sort of maintenance. Your maintenance is limited by the technology that is in this door, by it performing over time, also by it not requiring an overhang. Really great option, really high quality door, and a company that really, in my humble opinion, for what they are, they set the benchmark for traditional classic doors. And if you can have a 10-year warranty with no overhang, that makes a huge statement. Now, we mentioned those face pins, and for some folks, that's kind of a cool look, the face pins. If you're into that, you can see the other one here, right? The face pin, that's what I'm talking about. If you don't like that, they have an option where it's a different joinery where it does not have the face pin. I'm not sure if you can see it there, but they have the two options in place. So if you're looking at the Nantucket series by Simpson and you're saying, I don't know, Dan, I'm not too into those circles there on that, no worries. They have an option that you don't need that. So really a cool product that's available. Again, 10-year warranty, no overhang required. Last but not least, on the top three here would be the Torrefied series by Masonite. So this is a maple door, and it has their Torrefied treatment on it. The stiles and rails are actually one solid piece. The panels are sandwiched together, so there's no butcher block in there or anything like that. Not that that's bad, it's just a different way to construct a door. And Torrefied is a heat-treated wood that they put on there. So you don't want to say like petrified wood, but it's kind of a similar process in that. So the Torrefied adds a darker color to the door. Again, this is maple, so maple is typically a much lighter wood. This is not maple, this is fir here, but maple is going to be light like fir. So when you look at how dark it makes it, it's definitely going to be a darker finish. They do several different species, and what's really cool about Torrefied is you get a 20-year warranty on this door. Fantastic. 1 3/4 available, they'll do 2 1/4, a lot of options available, and with that, you get that reassurance, and you don't have to so much worry about warping, cracking, checking, those details. Does it need to be finished? Yeah, it needs to be finished. Just like any other product, just like a fiberglass door would need to be finished over time as well. But you can get that warmth and beauty of a wood door without all those concerns of maintenance. Do they all require some level of maintenance? Sure. But do they provide you with a furniture grade product in your home that's gonna make all your neighbors jealous? Absolutely they do. So don't be afraid of a wood door. There's options out there. If you need help with a wood door and you want to decide which one of these three is right for you, Glenview, Simpson Nantucket, or Torrefied by Masonite, come and chat with us at Monmouth Millwork. Make a design session appointment. We'd be happy to chat with you, and we can help you determine what's the best for your project. Appreciate your time and have a great day.